What you don't know about flood insurance may shock you, including the fact their preferred risk policy starts as low as $129 a year. For an agent, call 1
Okay, guys. This is a really quick vid about my thoughts of the Season Pass exclusive for WWE 2K15. Because really it's the only roster news we've had in the past week or so. And last year my 2K15 vid, at least about, one of them had over 200 views when it came to the 2K14 roster stuff. Not that I'm here to get views, I'm not. I'm here for just certain stuff. I'm here as a hobby. So, we found out that Paige is the pre-order bonus. Well, no, excuse me, the Season Pass exclusive, pardon me. At least it's an actual new superstar, and that is not a attire for other DLC superstars. I was fine with Paul and Nash last year, but not the Outsiders of the Season Pass, because really that was pointless. That was pointless. I understand people may be upset that, well, you have Rusev and Bo Dallas are on the main game roster and Paige isn't. She has to be DLC. Well, I understand that, but on the other hand, Rusev has really been on TV since January of this year via the Royal Rumble and all those vignettes he did prior to WrestleMania, not to mention his NXT stuff that I'm sure 2K probably had access to. Same thing with Bo Dallas, that with Bo Dallas, he really's been around since last year, because he showed up in January of 2013 in the Royal Rumble, and he had a brief feud with Wade Barrett over the Intercontinental Championship. So, I do understand people's thoughts about stuff like that. I understand the thoughts and all that. So, given that the Season Pass is not just Paige, but it's also 3 exclusive 2K Showcase Rivalry packs of DLC. That's, in my opinion, worth $24.99. But you have to understand, I'm a guy who only gets DLC. I'm a guy who only buys a Season Pass to get the future DLC for free. So I buy the Season Pass because the down payment on the DLC, and I can essentially get them for free when they come out, because I may not be able to pay for them up front when they come out. So I just do it that way. So, but it's a better Season Pass exclusive, in my opinion, than last year, because, you know, it's not an alternate attire for anybody. It's not in the game. It's deemed a separate character. And we don't even know what the 2K Showcase rivalries are, but I imagine, unless they're in the game otherwise, unless they're otherwise in the game somehow, I imagine they'll include stuff like arenas, titles, and superstars. And from a personal standpoint, I hope we get some old school classic rivalry from the 80s or early 90s. This is a perfect time to do something with Sting now, because of the 2K Showcase DLC. The perfect time to do something with Sting, being the whole that he's a pre-order bonus, and you could do a lot with him by at least including a classic rivalry of his, probably with like Ric Flair or somebody like that, possibly Hogan in WCW, because you can instantly play Starrcade 97, but you would need Bret Hart for that because he refereed, because he showed up that night in the finish of the match. But of course, the price, as I said, it's worth $24. Of course, it went up because it's now $25 instead of $20 like it was at THQ. I said I would give you a full review of my thoughts on the full roster when it's out. It's not out. I don't know when it's going to be out. None of us do, because 2K is being extremely secretive, and I don't really know if that's 2K or if it's the WWE not wanting 2K to say anything. Could be either. I do know that this is probably making a lot of people mad, and I do understand it, but what you gonna do? So, as far as Paige herself being a season pass, I really think it's just because of cutoff. I think she debuted on main roster too late to be in this game, really. Or at least main on the game. Now, I do know that season pass exclusives and pre-orders are probably already have their data there, and they're then later put on the disc as DLC. But I look at it like this, at least she's there, because it's either A, she's not there and everyone wants her, and you have to waste a crate slot on her, which people always complain they don't do. So, you know, I understand why people are upset, and I get it, but on the other hand, she's in the game. That's royalties. You know, that's royalty. She's in the game. She's got really cool music. She helps the Divas roster, which is so sadly lacking in this game. Unless they have NXT Divas, but I doubt that because both career modes, as far as I know, this is 360 PS3 version, which is getting a version of it. It's just, and of course the My Career mode, you can't use Divas in the mode. So I doubt that NXT Divas would be there because there'd be no reason for them. There'd be no reason for them. It's a shame, but they should be. So I think it's a good season pass exclusive, and I think adding 2K Showcase Rivalries to DLC is probably the best way 2K could use DLC, because it's increasing the main one-player mode from 2 rivalries of 33 matches to 5, and hypothetically the 3 you get have about 33 each. You're adding 2K Showcase up to, in a hypothetical situation, if each of them have a, let's say 33 per rivalry, you'd have well over 100 matches with all this stuff in it. And again, unless they're in the game, arenas and all that stuff, so you'd get quite a lot of DLC that way. So I like it, and I am going to get it. But like I said, I have my own reason for it. It's not because I don't buy the season pass. You know, the season pass to me is not just you're paying for one character. You're paying a down payment towards all future DLC, for all future DLC. So that's why, you know, yeah, you get an exclusive character with it, but it's more of a down payment for all the DLC in the future. That's what I wanted to get this quick vid on. So if you liked what I had to say, hit the like button down there. If you want to subscribe, put the subscribe button down there. Thanks for watching. Bye.